Mindful parenting. Healing the inner child of parents. Stopping the cycle of hurt to love your child purely. Hello. Today we continue the journey of mindful parenting. This is not just about raising children but also about healing yourself. Creating a loving, safe, and authentic environment for your child to grow with a resilient heart. Capable of loving rightly and connecting deeply with themselves and others. The journey of mindful parenting begins within each parent. Mindful parents start by looking inward, recognizing old wounds, transforming them, and living authentically. They not only care for their children but also for themselves, fostering healthy relationships and modeling courage, forgiveness, and love. Let me guide you through each aspect to see how the power of mindful parenting can transform not only your child's life but also your own. Healing by recognizing and transforming old patterns, the first step to modeling courage and accepting mistakes. Have you ever, in a moment of frustration, said something to your child that you once heard from your own parents and felt hurt by? That's when old wounds speak. When the hurt inner child within us drives our parenting. Mindful parents begin their healing journey by daring to face themselves. Why am I so angry? Where is this emotion coming from? These questions help them pause, reflect, and transform automatic reactions carried from childhood. More importantly, they model behavior not through perfection but through the courage to admit mistakes. When you say, "Mom, Dad got angry and upset you. I'm sorry. I'm learning to be calmer." You teach your child to be honest with their emotions and correct mistakes humanely. For example, when a child spills a glass of milk, instead of scolding them for being clumsy, a mindful mother pauses, takes a deep breath, and asks herself, "Why am I so upset?" She may realize her anger stems from being scolded as a child. Instead of repeating the cycle, she says, "Are you okay? Let's clean it up together." This teaches the child to value themselves, that mistakes are normal, and what matters is how we fix them, a lesson no school can teach. Making peace with your own childhood. Have you ever wondered why you react strongly when your child cries or feel irritated when they seek attention? Those feelings may stem from your own childhood. A mother once scolded for expressing emotions might snap when her child cries. A father who was neglected might struggle to comfort his child with a hug. Mindful parents choose to face their past, not to blame but to understand and make peace. Imagine a father recalling being compared to relatives and realizing he's doing the same to his child. Instead of continuing, he takes time to journal, talks to a counselor, or simply embraces the lonely boy he once was. By making peace with the past, he can live fully in the present with his child, becoming gentler with them and with his former self. He encourages his child to grow in their own way, not under imposed expectations, creating a safe space where the child feels unconditionally loved. Breaking the cycle of generational trauma, taking responsibility. Healing doesn't mean pausing everything to focus on yourself. It's an active journey, taking responsibility for your emotions and not unloading them onto your child. A hard truth we sometimes avoid: unhealed wounds easily spill onto our children. An adult who hasn't made peace with their past might punish their child with anger, silence, or excessive control. Mindful parents realize their child isn't responsible for their past. They learn to process emotions safely, ensuring their child doesn't become the next victim in a chain of generational trauma. Understanding your child through psychology and emotions. Learning about psychology and emotions helps parents understand themselves and their children better. Mindful parents aren't afraid to read books, learn about child psychology, emotional development, and non-judgmental listening. This knowledge makes them more empathetic companions. For instance, a mother who understands developmental stages realizes her 3-year-old's tantrums aren't misbehavior but a struggle to express emotions during a move. Instead of punishing, she spends time playing with her child, creating safety. Or a father, knowing teens need space, doesn't force conversations but creates natural moments. Like watching a movie together, allowing the child to open up gradually. These small actions build a deep relationship where the child feels understood. Living authentically, not pretending to be perfect, and modeling imperfection. Do you think parenting means always being strong and right? Mindful parents say no. They choose to live authentically, admitting their limits. When tired, a mother might say, "Mom needs a rest, but I'm still here for you." When wrong, a father might share, "Dad lost his temper, I'm sorry." These words teach children the invaluable lesson of emotional authenticity and human imperfection. Children learn that sadness, joy, anger, or mistakes are part of life. Such words don't diminish your authority. They teach children that everyone has weaknesses. And what matters is facing the truth. A father sharing how he overcame anxiety during a work presentation inspires his child to face a tough school test. This lesson in self-acceptance stays with them for life. Nurturing a happy marriage, a model for your child. Children learn not only from how you treat them but also from how you treat your partner. A healthy marriage, where parents respect, love, and resolve conflicts civilly, creates a secure foundation for a child's soul, shaping their views on love and relationships. This emotional intelligence is a legacy money can't buy. Children who witness this learn effective communication and that conflict isn't the end but a chance to understand each other better. Conversely, harsh arguments or indifference can make children anxious, affecting their self-esteem. A marriage doesn't need to be perfect, but it should be transparent and loving. Self-care. Loving yourself to love your child rightly. Have you ever thought self-care is selfish? Mindful parents understand that when you're depleted, you can't care for others. A mother who listens to her own needs can better listen to her child. A father who loves himself is more patient when his child errs. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. From small acts like eating healthily, sleeping enough, or pursuing hobbies, parents maintain mental and physical health to raise their children with abundance. Practicing self-compassion. Mindful parents learn to forgive themselves for mistakes. Instead of self-blame for imperfect moments, they practice self-compassion, understanding that parenting is a lifelong learning journey. When children see parents treat themselves kindly, they learn to love themselves. A child who forgives their own mistakes often learns this from watching their parents. This is a priceless gift. A lesson in compassion no school can teach. Practice self-compassion, forgive past mistakes, accept present fatigue, and allow yourself rest. When you're gentle with yourself, you have the energy and patience to be gentle with your child. Healing is a lifelong journey. Start today. Healing and mindful parenting aren't destinations but lifelong journeys. Some days you'll excel, others, you'll fall back into old habits. What matters is recognizing this and moving forward. Starting today, when you pause to listen to your child instead of scolding. When you hug them and say, "Mom, Dad is here for you," you're doing the greatest thing. Healing yourself to raise a generation that loves with a mindful heart. Every moment, from dinner to bedtime stories to the walk home from school, is a chance to connect. Turn dinner into a sharing time where everyone talks about something interesting from their day. These moments bond the family and teach children to listen and express emotions. This journey begins today, with small but meaningful steps. Conclusion. Healing and connection. The gift of mindfulness. Mindful parenting is the greatest gift you can give your child and yourself. By healing your wounds, living authentically, and creating a loving environment, you offer the most valuable legacy, a solid foundation for your child's journey through life. Start today with a hug, an apology, or a moment of listening. These are the building blocks of a generation that loves with a mindful heart.